To introduce you to one of Jackson's greatest scholar athletes of all time, Darius Rice.
That was amazing. I've never been introduced like that. So I'm happy to be here. I just want to thank Bank Plus, thank Mike Neely. I think my mom, she came today. Teresia, who invited me to. So many people to thank to be in this moment right now. I'm just honored right now. I'm getting hot and nervous. I don't know why, because I've prepped for these moments, since I was 7 years old, and I was valedictorian in my little preschool and elementary. And they called me back. My mom, she put me in school early. They wouldn't take me. What was it? I was 5 or so. They wouldn't take me in first grade. Or what was it? Yeah, I didn't turn 6 till late. So she begged the teacher to take me early because I was so smart. Yeah, he knows his ABCs. He can count to 100. Could you just take him? Because she was so busy. And I ended up being her best student. So when I came back, and at 7 years old, I had to write a speech, and I had to speak to the other kids and everybody, 7 and 8 years old, speaking in front of people. And I had this big manila paper, and my mom used to write all my speeches, and I had to memorize it. So I've been prepped for these moments, and now I'm nervous. I don't understand why, but I guess she knew this time was coming one day that I would be able to speak to scholar athletes again. Sharing a little of my knowledge that I've learned through the years. It's just amazing to be here. I'm proud of each and every one of you all. It goes a long way to just be a scholar athlete. I pride myself having a 4.2 in high school, as well as keeping my focus on basketball, football, cross country. I did a lot of things, keeping my options open and everything, and excelled in sports too. But first of all, I knew I couldn't go home if I brought a B on my report card anyway, because I'm gonna get a whooping. First from that lady there, then my dad, who was a 6'2", 340-pound offensive lineman. So if I did get in trouble, I had to go see them when I got home. So I trained myself not to settle for anything, not to settle for B's, not to settle for C's. I didn't, if I got a B, I'm gonna stay after school and look, can I do something? Because I don't want to go home tonight. It's just an honor. You just don't understand, the situation you guys are in right now, how much easier it is for colleges to recognize you all, being a scholar athlete. You have a lot of great athletes, who are not scholars, and it's hard to pick those guys to come to your university because you don't know, are they going to graduate? Are they going to bring the team academics down? A lot of different situations go on at next level that you all are about to embark on. But, you already have that. You already have your education behind you. You're already trusted by these universities. You're already trusted on the court or on the field or in all your sports or whatever you do. So all of that is already behind you. The universities don't have to worry about that with you all. So, I applaud you. I'm proud of you guys. That's a big accomplishment right there by yourself. So you should give yourself a hand for that. Everybody. But like I said, when I was coming out, I came out of Northwest Middle School. My parents, they backed me. I was, very fortunate to have both parents at home. It was really wonderful, and they guided me every step, of the way. I'm Jerry Rice's nephew, so I'm already under a lot of pressure, as a youngster anyway. Oh, you got to be like Jerry. No, I don't. My dad is Tom. He's not Jerry. So, so don't try to compare me with that. He's the greatest at what he does. Look, I'm trying to do my own thing right now. So, but you can just imagine the type of pressure I'm under already as a youngster, trying to make it my own name, trying to, excel in the classroom, trying to excel on the court. And, God gives everybody, they give you broad shoulders, to fight those battles. And I was very strong-minded. I knew where I wanted to be in life. I knew, I saw where my family came from. I saw the long hours my mom worked, coming home. She worked at Jackson State University. I saw those long hours she put in, getting off work at 5 and still working till midnight, doing paperwork at home. And, in the back of my mind, that was just too much for her. And I just wanted something better. My dad's been on dialysis for over 30 years now. He lost his kidneys in, I want to say, 1994, I think. And I was on the field, actually. He was coaching against Murrah. I remember to this day. He was coaching against Murrah. He coached for Lanier High School football. And I'm on the sideline, and I'm just looking there, and I see my dad collapse on the ground, and, and I run up to him, and a couple of players grab me, and they say, no, just stay over here, we're gonna see what's going on with him. That's the day he found out, he had high blood pressure and everything, and I see my dad laying there collapsed on the ground, and, it kind of touched me, but he's such a fighter that, I've learned over the years that no matter what I go through, injuries I occur, disappointments, if I don't make this team, if I, do this, or if I lose that, nothing could compare to what I saw or what my dad's been fighting through for 30 years, no kidneys. He had one kidney that rejected on him. We've taken half of his foot. He loses hearing now. He had neck surgery. All of this happened in like a 6-month span. So the trials that I go through and the trials that you all face, I just look at it like, it's always someone out there, in the worst shape. So, I don't really complain about, anything. I just keep working, keep fighting. I stay humble. And, that was just real big for me coming up, and guiding me to where I am today, going through college. Like I said, I was a young graduate, so I went to the University of Miami at 16 years old, first time leaving the state, on my own. And you really, coming from Jackson, Mississippi, everybody sees what it is like, around here and everything like that. So me going to Miami on my own, still, now I'm competing against the world. I'm not just competing against the Mississippi athletes. Now I got people in New York, California, everybody's a scholar athlete that I'm competing with. University of Miami has 8,000 students. It's a private university. They don't accept everybody, so I went into computer engineering, which is the highest thing over there. And what made me switch was, this is the one thing I fought myself that I did, I changed. We played UConn, Syracuse, Villanova, St. John's all in a week, but we got snowed in. I'm in engineering classes, right? We get snowed in, I miss 2 weeks of class, I get back, the teacher said, you're not gonna pass, right? I said, why not? She said, you missed too many classes, and I know engineering is really tough, so she was telling me, you need to just go and, start a school for you athletes who, you think you're better than everybody because you're an athlete. No, I came to this university because at first I'm a scholar, I'm not just an athlete. But she was not, I had these professors, they weren't really to work with me. She said, well, you need to go to the business school with all these other athletes who, people take their classes, pay for their classes. I said, no, I want to be right here, but she didn't work with me. So that's the one thing that I do say that I should have done that I didn't do, was stay in computer engineering and prove her wrong. But at that time, I knew my focus was, I'm going to make the NBA. I'm not studying her. I'm going to make these millions of dollars. I'm not worried about this engineering right now. She's not going to get under my skin. So, unfortunately, I switched to finance, and I still do computers and stuff today. I do management and marketing, so it's no big deal. But if I see her again, I'm going to let her know I'm still going to finish my engineering degree somewhere. But you all, you have a great opportunity ahead of you all. I don't know what university y'all chosen so far, but they're going to have, a great background with you all on their team, on their roster. I know you all are pretty much leaders at your school. Continue to do that on the next level. That goes a long way, especially you don't never know who's watching you, coming behind you. Like, I want to be like that person. I want to be like you. I want to be like you. I'm pretty sure you have little sisters, little brothers. They all look up to you. My sister right now, she calls me all the time, every day, saying how proud of me she is. Just from what I've been through, what she's seen, the disappointments to face. She's in Houston right now by herself, and I'm sitting there like, no way she's going to make it. But I forgot, she got it from me. She's going to make it. And she's doing really well out there. She got a couple of stores that she's managing, and I'm sitting back like, you inspired me. She said, no, I got it from you. The stuff you've been through, I've been through, disappointments. On draft night, the Miami Heat called me 3 times. We're going to take you a pick 16. Okay, cool. I'm all excited. I'm jumping up down. 16 come. They pass me by. No big deal. I'm going to pick you at 22. Okay, cool. I'm excited again. Yeah, okay. 22 come. They pass me by. So by 25, I think I left the house, and I went to the Baptist Health Flex in Clinton. And I didn't watch the rest of the draft. I was in tears driving over there, and I'm just shooting all night. The gym, they let me in all night because I had them in Slam magazine and everything. I'm just shooting. I'm crying and shooting. I'm disappointed. I'm upset. Every kid's dream is to see their name called on draft night, and they didn't call my name on draft night. So I'm already with a chip on my shoulder. I'm mad. I just want to fight. I'm like, what do I have to do, man? am a great athlete. I've been a scholar, but you'll take guys who got felonies and this and that on their team, but a guy who's done things the right way, you know, everyone has their own path in life. But at 12:05, Miami, he called me and said, look, you know, we passed on you. We got you on the plane at 6 o'clock in the morning to come out to our team. So I'm still mad. I don't care if they call me or not. I'm still upset at the time because I'm like, why you just didn't call my name? You know, you call these other guys who, to me, I've been thinking in my mind, they're some bums, you know. They can't play with me. So we get there, and my first day, I'm upset. You know, I'm mad. We have a practice, and I just destroy everybody. Dwayne Wade's looking at me like, man, we should have drafted you. I said, I know that, you know. I said the same thing on draft night when they called me twice. So we went to Vegas, and we had the summer league there, and of course, you know, I'm already upset. I lead the summer league in scoring. We go to Utah. I lead the summer league in scoring. After all the 60 players drafted above me, I stood out over everybody, and that's what got me to the New Jersey Nets. Just because I worked hard. You know, I never quit. I never accepted that, you know, these guys are better than me. I didn't accept not getting called to, you know, put myself, you know what, I quit. You know, I never said that. You know, so. Long story short, you know, that got me there. I went to China the next year, got kidnapped, stole my passport. That's a whole nother story. If you want to find it, it's on Google. Just Google China Darius Rice, you will find it. And, you know, I came back and I won a D-League championship, had 55 in the championship game. That's what got me to Miami Heat the next year with the Shaquille O'Neal, Dwayne Wade, the championship team. I was with that guy, that bunch. And 07, I was with with LeBron James, you know. I'm not going to talk about him right now. I know y'all might be some fans. I know you're a big fan. I'm not. That's a whole nother story. If you want to hear it, just give me a call. Or hit me on Facebook. I'll tell you about that story. But, you know, over 13 years, I've seen a lot. Like Mike said, I've been to over 20 countries. I'm blessed to still be a little healthy. You know, things hurt now that didn't hurt when I was your age. You know, I don't recover as fast. You know, I can used to wake up and play ball every day. Now if I wake up and play ball, you're not going to see me for a couple more days. I got to ice down. And but you know, I'm just, like I said, I'm just really proud of you all. I want y'all to continue to grow and to be strong leaders in your community. Come back. The thing that prides me a lot is I come back to Mississippi. You know, a lot of athletes who make it, they don't come back to Mississippi. I love coming back to Mississippi. This is home for me. This is what made me who I am, was Jackson, Mississippi, you know. Growing up, seeing the trials and tribulations, seeing how people struggle every day, and you know what benefits me the most is coming back home and trying to uplift people, trying to bring people up and get them to see positives that I can do, and if I can do it, you know, just inspire anybody to get up and do it themselves. You know, that's my biggest goal. I always said that I was put here on life for a different reason than sports, and I think my reason to be here is helping people and giving back to the community. So that's what I try to do the most. So, like I said, when they called me to speak, I mean, it was a no-brainer. I don't even think he got his sentence. I was like, yeah, I'm going to do it. You know, just tell me when. I'll be there. So, hopefully I get some more speaking engagements. And if y'all got any questions for me, feel free to ask. Like I said, you can look me up on Facebook. I'm free to talk anytime for all the athletes who want more insight of the next level and how to become better, or you want to just work out, or if you just, you know, need someone to talk to. I'm a friend on there. Instagram, you can find me, you know, anybody. Just say, look, you know, I was at the banquet, and if you want to reach out to me, you know, with any questions about college or your future or academics-wise, it doesn't matter, anything, just let me know, and I want to see these awards you're going to get, so that's it.